The coffin of Queen Elizabeth II will begin its journey to its final resting place when it travels from Balmoral to Edinburgh today. Her Majesty died peacefully at the age of 96 on Thursday afternoon at her Aberdeenshire residency with family members at her bedside. The passing of Britain's longest-serving monarch reverberated around the world as her 70-year reign came to an end. She has remained at rest in the Balmoral ballroom since the announcement of her death as loyal estate workers said their final goodbyes. Sunday marks Day 2, or D2, in the plans for the aftermath of the death, codenamed London Bridge. For the latest updates as the world mourns the Queen and King Charles Ives' reign begins, follow our live blog. This is due to the announcement taking place late on Thursday, meaning plans were shifted a day to allow the complex arrangements to be put in place. The oak coffin will be lifted into a hearse on Sunday at 10 a.m. by 6 of the estate's gamekeepers, who have been tasked with a symbolic gesture. Wishers are expected to gather along the route that the coffin, draped with the royal standard of Scotland and with a wreath of flowers on top, will take during its 6-hour journey to the Scottish capital, with the cortege expected to leave Balmoral Castle at 10 a.m. It will then head to the nearby town of Balliter at around 10:12 a.m. before travelling along the A93, through Aboyne, Banchory, and Drumoak. The cortege will arrive in Aberdeen roughly an hour later, where the Lord Provost of Aberdeen, in his role as Lord Lieutenant, will lead a tribute at Duthie Park. It will continue to head south to Dundee, where it is expected to arrive at around 2 p.m. Members of the public are being invited to pay their respects in safe standing areas along the A94 for Road and Kingsway. The cortege will then head to Edinburgh, where First Minister Nicola Sturgeon and other party leaders in Scotland are expected to observe the coffin as it goes past the Scottish Parliament, expected to be at around 4 p.m. All the pavements along the route from the north of the city to the Scottish Parliament will be lined with barriers to allow the public to view from there. Sturgeon said the poignant journey, which will see the Queen's coffin transported to the Palace of Holyrood House where it will remain for the night, would give the public a chance to come together to mark our country's shared loss. Transport bosses said an unprecedented amount of preparation and planning had gone into drawing up the route. In London, Charles will meet Baroness Scotland, the Commonwealth Secretary-General, at Buckingham Palace, and he will later host High Commissioners and their spouses, from countries where he is head of state, at the Royal Residence's Ballroom. Elsewhere today, proclamations confirming the accession of King Charles III will be read in the Scottish, Welsh and Northern Ireland devolved parliaments in Edinburgh, Cardiff, and Belfast. This is expected at around 12 p.m. The King is due to meet the Commonwealth Secretary-General and then host a reception for Realm High Commissioners at Buckingham Palace. The reception will be attended by Foreign Secretary James Cleverly. A special service is to be held at Canterbury Cathedral on the third day of national mourning for the Queen. Archbishop Justin Welby will preach and preside at the special service of Holy Communion. Finally, the Tuck Congress at the Brighton Centre has been postponed in light of the passing of the Queen. You can leave your tributes to Queen Elizabeth II here this weekend. The Daily Mirror and Sunday Mirror celebrate the life of Her Majesty the Queen with a commemorative special filled with all the key moments from Britain's longest reigning monarch. Be sure to pick up your copy of the Daily Mirror and Sunday Mirror to get both pullouts.